Back out on the El Camino, we've got to dig into that windshield. We've got ourselves a toolkit here to remove all that trim. Let's get into it. Hey, Corey here, Backyard Motorworks. Well, obviously we're back on the El Camino. We've got to look at that windshield. If you didn't see the last video, we saw that there's some rot from the inside. We're definitely going to have to get that trim off, see what kind of rot it is, if it's all the way through and what we've got to replace. So we grabbed up this toolkit here. It's just a trim removal toolkit. I think it's, 7 pieces, 11 pieces. Nothing big and fancy, just from our local auto place. So just in case you didn't watch, we'll flip the camera around. We'll take you inside, show you the damage from in there. Then we're going to start getting this trim off. So there's that little trim removal toolkit we picked up from our local Princess Auto. Should hopefully do the trick. And as you can see, obviously it's already been starting to rot away just a little bit. I think maybe someone's tried to seal it in a little bit. Along through there, we'll take you over to the other side so you can see a little bit better. A lot of this we didn't really notice until, well, I mean, we saw the outside obviously, but we didn't really notice the inside until we got all that headliner and stuff off. But you can see some water's been getting in through there. Looks like someone's tried to seal it up a little bit. And obviously we got a spot right here where probably all the way through. We'll figure that out in a little bit. But we went and grabbed a toolkit, obviously. So we're going to start pulling this trim off so that way we can see what it really looks like. We get it inside here and hopefully you can see. We got a flashlight over there. But you can see it's pretty rotten. Let me get that flashlight. Hopefully you can see up in there. Pretty darn rotten all the way through. Not a whole lot left. Same thing pretty much over here on the other side, obviously. You can see it pretty well rotten all the way through. So we're going to get this trim off and see what's really left. We do know there's a company out there that makes all reproduction pieces for this in little sections. I'm not sure if that's something we can do, but we'll see what the damage is like. And then I guess we'll have to decide. All right, so see what's in here. It looks like it comes in a nice little folded bag here. Keep everything intact. So obviously I'm not exactly sure what all these tools and pieces do. It seems like there's some clips underneath here that we're going to have to get into. Obviously this looks like it might be a good tool. This will probably be a good one here. And looks like we got like a little pry bar and stuff. So we're just going to start digging into it and see what we can do. Oh, see, that's kind of pops that right off right there. Oh. There we go. Looks like we don't want to ruin our trim, obviously. Try and keep it in as good a shape as we can here. Kind of just pry our way in. Wonder if maybe we should have opened the hood, but oh, there we go. We got that piece off of there. There. One piece of trim off. Doesn't look like we ruined it too much. And it's not looking horrible right here, I don't think, at least. We'll go ahead and we'll get some more trim off and see what this whole thing looks like. Oh. Let's see if we can find something in the... There we go. Actually coming out much easier than I thought, so that part's nice. See if we can just use this pry bar here. Keep on. You can definitely feel that someone's used some silicone or some glue or something along here. Definitely got some spots there that are definitely rotten. Oh, there we go. Looks like we can get this separated here. There we go. Just gonna need a little bit of straightening up and that kind of thing, but got that piece out okay. So we've got one more to go here. It looks like it is gonna come out nice and easy here. There we go. Obviously, we're not worried too much about the windshield or anything since it's got to be replaced. Get right in there and feel those clips, and it's just pretty well pops right out. There we go. Third piece off. And along the sides, doesn't look too bad. But definitely up on the top is where we're going to have some issues. We can get all the way through into the car here and a bunch of the spots. So definitely not great. But the corners look not too bad at all. Oh well, once we start poking in right here, we'll grab the camera, we'll get in a little bit closer here and show you what we found. So we'll start over here on the driver's side. And as you can see, it is pretty well gone all the way through here on this side, definitely right up into the middle. There's nothing left here. Maybe a little bit of metal left here, but nothing we're going to use. All the way through onto this side. It might be okay getting into the corners. I think there's probably a spot here we definitely have to do. You can see that little crack and crevice right there, so it's probably all gone in behind there. We'll definitely have to get this windshield out so we can see what the sides are like, but they feel, by poking at them here and stuff, they feel okay. I'm not 100% sure what's under here. We're going to have to do a little bit of digging, but it doesn't look like it's all the way through. It just looks like it's maybe been an old repair that someone's tried to keep up. But I don't think there's a hole all the way through there anyway. So we might luck out there. But you know, the corners pretty well gone all the way through. So looks like we're going to be replacing at least a lot of this top edge and probably at least part of the way down the rails here anyway. We'll walk you over to the other side. Definitely going to be doing some work in this bed, but that's for a later date. Let's make sure we can get this thing watertight. So like I said, pretty well all the way from the center here. I don't know if, yeah, same thing right here. Get all the way through and under. This isn't, oh, right there. So I mean, there's a little piece there that's okay, but then she's pretty well in this corner. Oh, once again, once you get into the corner, pretty well just poke our way right through it. So probably same thing, pretty well all the way down over to about here. We'll know once we get this windshield out, but this all feels pretty solid along here, all the way down to the bottom. So it really looks like it's just that top that we're going to really have to worry about. See what it looks like from the inside here. Obviously not any better, but once again, you can see we're going to be replacing, I think, like I said, all these corners are okay. But we'll probably start, you know, cut down to about here, see what they have for the replacement parts. And we're just going to end up having to do this whole front channel all the way along. It's definitely going to be a challenge. It's not something we've done before. We may have to look for some input for some of our local car guys, see if maybe we can get someone over here to help us. But I do know they make some really nice replacement parts. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it's going to be a challenge, but I think it's going to be the first one we're going to have to take on before we start working on these floors. Because if we can't fix this front windshield, then I guess there's no point in really attacking the floors, right? Well, unfortunately, that's pretty much all we're going to accomplish on this week's video. I think we're going to have to order something. We'll order a kit. There's like that diamond line or something so we can cut out that windshield. Obviously, we could just throw a brick or something through it, but we'll try and do it the right way, save a little bit of cleanup for us at least. So it looks like we're just going to have to find a donor car, cut that whole top of the roof off, put it back on ours. Because it doesn't look like there's any companies out there that I can find anyway that make replacement parts for this. I thought there was that made the channel pieces. They're out of business now. They're not making that stuff. So unfortunately, we're down to cutting the whole thing off and putting it back on, because I don't think we have the capability to be able to just take some metal, bend it, and replace those parts. So I think finding a donor car is definitely going to be the best thing to do. You know, what is it, a 73 to 77 B-body, so like Chevelle, Monte Carlo, obviously an El Camino, anything along those lines. So if you guys have one you'll let us cut up, or you know where there's one that we can cut up, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, because obviously for right at the moment, we're going to be kind of stuck on this. Other than kicking out the windshield, we're going to have to get back to that floor. So if you're new to the channel, we'll do a quick walk around before we end this video, because there is a lot more coming up, and I'm not sure if we've got the talent to fix it or not, but I guess we're going to find out. So obviously the windshield's got to come out. We've got to get all that metal replaced. I think the pillars are okay, so we shouldn't have any issue there. Hopefully we can just find something to cut, replace it. Fending is pretty decent. Fenders and stuff, all the rockers, all that kind of stuff are pretty good. Get back into the fenders. This side isn't bad. The other side's a little bit more rough. And then of course, once we get into the bed, there's a few spots we got to fix there. We've got to get a grinder and get that panel off so we can really see the damage underneath it in behind that wall in the back. And then of course, if you haven't seen it already, the inside needs full floors. Get this thing open. She needs full floors front to the back on both sides. Tunnel is great. Rockers are in amazing shape. The back, we're probably just going to block it off, but we've got to get that panel off so we can really see what's down in that hole. We've got all the panels and the pieces to clean it up eventually, but that's a long way down the road. So if you're new here to the channel on Backyard Motorworks, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. That way you're going to get all the videos on this thing, because there's going to be a lot of work to do. And if you've already hit that subscribe button, thank you so much for coming along for the journey. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys and gals, of course. So thank you so much. We'll see you again next time.